stuff. I don't get to pin it on her.
No way, dude. Too many things have been pinned on me already. Enough of the things getting pinned. Okay, so I will regale you with profanity and adult content.
I've read.
Yes. This is called Non-Pimping Huggie Bear. We laymen have always been curious to know, like the cardinal who put a similar question to Ariosto, from what sources non-pimpin' Huggie Bear draws his inwardly riven non-pimpin'. Time, being but a whisper on the lips of mystery, affords us a slim chance of crossing a Huggie Bear who is singing kitty limericks about kitty implements with a pimp, who is 2 Red Bulls past the event horizon, as a tsunami of Quickie Mart fantasy scenarios spins an ocean of pale flue pea that looks like Jarvis Cocker, non-pimpin' the Unabomber's father, selling sausage to my grandmother. Obviously, only non-pimpin' Huggie Bear knows that when the soul selects its own drunken booty electric Black Betty Land O'Lakes butter squaw, it also selects an upside-down Dylan, cluster-fucking Rush Limbaugh's frayed old lady bra under a touch table until all the good shit is gone. Bam-a-lam. Would somebody get that, please? When I consider a blissful non-pimpin'... I know. What's going on there? Did she say pimp? God damn it, what are they doing there? Stop it. When I consider a blissful non-pimpin' existence, Maverick, starring Mel Gibson, comes to mind. Collapsing time and vaunting the tedium of shoplifting for Jesus into a non-pimpin' dolphin rim job, grooving with the vaginal contractions of Southern-style executions, and foolish with intelligence or the lack of it. The poor non-pimpin' dolphin is just trying to plug the hole in the dike with Dracula's zombie fluid that tastes like hobo balls. He does not think dishonestly. He knows the way is in training. He is debauched prettily by the sexy germplasm secretary of poetry. When the germplasm wants to swim, it makes itself a dolphin. When it wants to fly, it makes itself a bird. When it wants to go to Harvard, it makes itself a 2-dog broad parody of a working-class Polak bum-rushed by wonder. I'm Polish, so I can say that. Like idiot children inbreeding in a basement, the feeling of non-pimpin' mad rapture on a mossy-stained mattress is as lucent to the dolphin as the frenetic effusion of Cary Grant licking his lips in anticipation of Tylenol signs, shining from the dark dream surface below, and collecting like confetti in the cleft palate of Kelly Ripa's camel toe. Okay, so there are no dolphin-sucking lumberjacks in Flagstaff. The shock of seeing a huge dolphin coming at you with a mouth open to bite is not a pleasant or normal experience, like someone from the Nome community trying to run a train on Celine Dion. And by the way, I haven't even begun to create drama between Celine Dion and Elton John with my The JJ, which remains a subtle navigation between the elegant skilla of reserved non-flounciness and the cheap charybdis of degrading stretch denim. And while we're on the subject, I never said that Anne Frank was the dolphin whore of Babylon, so shut the hell up, you haters. On a beach, covered in dog slobber and left outside in the rain. That's how hypnotizing chickens happens. I've been feeling so Jewish since I got carded at Walmart that now my nickname is Feeling Jewish in Walmart. Obviously, I need a plan comparable in scope to a bent pilot fucking God's own warm seasonal pud cake. A plan that is touching, poignant, profound, and a brother to every other Boy Scout's gay barrette. I don't want to eat burritos and read about OJ choking giraffes on a bagel honeymoon of head rushes anymore. I only need 15 minutes of huffing to achieve a renewing glee, evergreen. When Rick Warren, with his cream cheese covered teeth, said Sasha at the inaugural, it sounded like the evangelical Klingon equivalent of Captain Beefheart's trout balls. In other words, a perfect bird strike of ka-ching moments. Coxman and Adonis of Vatican Donuts, he personally regurgitated the first woman to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with her uterus. Sadly, it just ended up being Lance Bass stuck in a traffic jam. In other words, Prop 8 with jazz hands. Despite being so closely associated with Kelly Ripa's camel toe, Huggie Bear's non-pimpin' man clit gets a boner just from looking at Axl Rose. Granted, a man clit boner isn't the most professional of boners, but thank God Jesus loves us no matter where we go. And didn't we learn from Washoe the chimp that if Jesus had a man clit, it would be wet? That was one fucking pure teaching moment. Question. Actually, this is 3 questions. Which man clit is a whorish Ragnarok onesie with teeth? Which is a headless Ewok made of rabies? Which will fight Osama in a peppermint jihad of wiggly fun? Mine, of course. My man clit was once a dolphin in a punk t-shirt hooked on screwed up scenarios. That's how it became the esteemed cultural figure it is today. If only one could discover within one's own man clit a non-pimpin' activity which was in some way akin to non-pimpin' Huggie Bear's fantasies of plastering the walls with a still vigorous strand of utterly flux subjectivity in plain English with normative syntax. One might finally arrive, surprised and satisfied, at the non-pimpin' Huggie Bear of one's own being, which is a BFF to Hitler's heavy hedgehog's split personality. Once so adorned, the whole world might await, like night and its stars, all cuddly-like, in the arms of the emo trees. You can save it for later, it'll sound like more. So, I was asked to write a sestina. So I wrote a sestina called Super Rooster Killer Assault Kit. Okay. Hey, home skillet, what is the Super Rooster Assault Kit crap sauce that keeps puking up Joe Walsh, kicking out the maximum nacho? Thought you were the Imagineer? You're Dandelion Breeze classy smashing with golf ball sized Khloe Kardashian and 15 fat gangsta fags? I may not be as Mexican as Easy Wide, but I already called dibs on the Twilight Schittler Home Depot aisle 1 kitten hitting technique of TV's Orville Redenbacher. Why a kitten? Only non-internet masturbating Orville Redenbacher writing a Kittler boner to nowhere understands that fail crap sauce. And why Home Depot? Because fuck you, that's why. And because Governor Schittler wants to give free health care to... Oh, wait, that was Jesus. That was Maximum Nacho Jethro Trollcat Jesus on Everybody Draw Muhammad Day. Everybody except gangsta fags. I'm pretty sure Possum P plus Hennessy is now our closest thing to classy smashed. The story behind Jesus is that God saw us sinking into pirate on possum classy smashing and decided that Pope Francis Gangsta Fag would be a better name for Orville Redenbacher Gangsta Fag. Big Wong, don't take no crap sauce. And at this point in modern society, with Joe Walsh kicking out the maximum nacho, the only thing lamer than a Home Depot aisle 1 kitten hitting Schittler is Wang Chung running on glossolalia. But do you really give a landlord Schittler? No, because you are a Possum P plus Hennessy 24/7 classy smashed for Easter week, down with the El YouTubo sexo booty sourcings of Turbo Al and Max Macho, featuring the Mandingo sweatpants of Orville Redenbacher, having crab on its back sex at the Social Security party. That is some crap sauce, emo dude. How does diaper keep AIDS off Emo Panda Gangsta Fag when Emo Panda Gangsta Fag looks like My Chemical Gangsta Fag? Douche twerking it to Hey Kids, It's Kitten Hittin' Time by Schittler. Sorry, golf ball-sized Khloe Kardashian already called forever dibs on crap sauce. Her lucky neckbone sweatpants and 24/7 Easter week classy smashing are vying with Super Rooster Killer Orville Skywalker and his lover Taco Redenbacher for the title of last year's most unmas macho Maximum Nacho. Boy, home skillet, you sure do love Joe Walsh kicking out the maximum nacho with golf ball-sized Khloe Kardashian and her 15 fat gangsta fags. The Home Depot aisle 1 Twilight kitten hitting technique of TV's Orville Redenbacher is no way as Mexican as Easy Wide, but it already called forever dibs on your double Schittler 24/7 Possum P plus Hennessy classy smashed inspired Super Rooster Killer Assault Kit unrhymed iambic pentameter crap sauce. Newsflash, Stu. Wang Chung glossolalia ain't no maximum nacho, not even with crap sauce. Not even with Orville Redenbacher, gangsta fag with benefits, classy smashed and kicking out the jams at the Home Depot aisle 1 kitten hitting party with Schittler. That is fucking hard to repeat. plugged in? Okay. This one has no swear words in it. So maybe it has a couple. This is a Buddhist poem. Now everybody laughs. I'm a fucking Buddhist, people. Shut the fuck up. Don't piss me off. I'm a Buddhist. Nothing moves without sign. Nothing moves without sign. Nothing moves without me. When filled, I point the way. When empty, nothing moves me. I have two skins, one within. Nothing moves without my cha-cha gloves, my winter badger's rabbit stole. I was once flesh and blood, now I'm skin and bone. This is for teachers, for trees, for rabbit stoles. Nothing moves like a Mustang sign. Nothing moves without money. Nothing happens until something moves. Nothing happens until one thing moves. Nothing moves without moving, without an old and well-articulated theory of moving, and you can be sure that soon you will have outgrown this place you're in. And nothing looks less like nights without friends than a strong and basic dividend of skin. Nothing moves without sign, and that's why we watch Tavis Smiley online. We watch a tree, a rabbit stole, and so nothing moves without our Nothing Moves Without You ceremony, where we are finally our own, powerful and unique. Nothing moves faster than the speed of light. False. Nothing moves faster than a girl untagging herself from a photo that she thinks makes her look fat. Send a sign that you are an extrovert to 23 witnesses, even though no one said hi, not even a tree, not one rabbit stole. This is the way. This is the absent aim. When you are empty, nothing moves. When you have two skins and one is within, nothing moves. And so you tell it to you with indirect tension. When you are filled, you point the way to where you is when you are empty. Nothing moves and you have two skins. Are you a windsock? When I am filled, I point the way. When I'm empty, nothing moves. It's hard to place exactly what, but you is missing something. Maybe a very brief cameo in entropy, no meaning is also an answer, is the answer. It is neither the log nor the river that moves. The moving is you thinking, for without the thought of you, nothing moves. Nothing moves until you moves it to the place where you is the ancient brazen history of moving. Only the money is moving. It is leaving. So stop smiling, be still, don't let nothing move without you moving it first through the world, where things are happening to you and by you, and there is nothing to do, nothing to say, no strategy to try, only the same signs, the same people apply, and they'll be here again next time. Because, bless you, you is a disturbing and challenging accomplishment, and what's so great about you is that you cannot be created from nothing or reduced to nothing. Take a log from a moving river, apply it burning from the fireplace to our lives, and no change will occur unless you itself moves it. An applied constraint is not always you's friend. There are clues all over life, signs that point, and only a you of nothing can move itself. When you are filled, you points the way, and thus you are only a bulk beneath feldspar fields, not even a tree. What am you? You am lost, the lost city of Ubar, Atlantis of the sands. There is no you going, only you moving, and there's no moving either. No just is. No is forever. No pain, no signs of time. And so those without ideas of no incur the penalties reserved for those upon whom nothing moves. They are bobbing up near the sea kelp, sometimes upside down or sideways near the holdfast at the base of the tree by the rabbit stole. Three silhouettes on the horizon, moving slowly and meticulously upwind. Their gas-filled sacks are called swims. If there are no movers, then nothing can be said to move, yet things do move. And so therefore no cannot be an infinite series of moves, as that entails no movement. Except a weasel with a people coat and a martin with a rabbit stole, who move from source to receiver in wave motion through the remote forests of Vermont, looking as if they are holding their breath. One takes to the hills bewildered, while the other stands sentinel for its colony, barely breathing. Does the medium with which a weasel travels move with the weasel? What if the source is not moving toward but away? Yes, your retarded ass signed up for the No Moving is Also an Answer seminar. In the ongoing cycle of life and death, the martin will eat its fill, then store the rabbit stole for future us. A badger is nobody's fool, but the swift red squirrel will have to run for its life, for its rabbit stole. View the artwork of a weasel. A weasel who moves without sign, whacking a captured abalone against a stone? No weasel moves without sign. In the company of an otter with a teddy bear face and imploring hands? No otter moves without sign, without forepaws that lift and carry human rivals. And no humans move without flesh and bone, without a winter badger's rabbit stole. No humans move without you. Nothing moves without sign, nothing moves without you. You has two skins, one within, cha-cha gloves, and a winter badger's rabbit stole. You was once flesh and blood, now you is skin and bone. Please return me to you, to a winter badger's flesh and bone.
Nice.
Can you hand me that beautiful poem in there? No, the poem, the assemblage poem. That assemblage poem. So I was accused of writing ugly poetry. I wonder why. And so I decided to write a poem that consisted of 50 of the 100 most beautiful words in the English language. Some of these are not those words, but most of them are. And this is my last poem. It's called Assemblage Moiety Propinquity. Those are 3 of the most beautiful words in the English language. A boy and a girl, both violet-eyed, insouciant, with incipient wings, sitting by a chimney. The girl with violet eyes and incipient wings, in love with a beleaguered brooding boy with carved rock cheekbones. The brooding boy with carved rock cheekbones, lissom, sweet, summery, in love with a girl penumbral in color, mellow and super happy in a bungalow. The mellow girl, penumbral in color, in love with a bucolic boy who lithely jumped off a bus after a young gazelle and got hit with a trank bullet. The bucolic boy who, after recovering from getting hit with the trank bullet, fell in love with a fetching ingenue, umbrella haircut, eyes chatoyant, who strode unhindered in opulence toward a perfect good. The fetching ingenue who strode in opulence toward a perfect good because she was, in reality, moving in unison with a furtive, comely boy, torquing it to the future between 2 moonlit lagoons. The comely boy who, while twerking it to the future between the 2 lagoons, became inured to an imbroglio involving alien cyborgs in the offing, and his lifelong nemesis, a boy sporting a gossamer fro of mysterious abilities, and cheeks efflorescent with joy, his secret cynosure. The boy whose cheeks are efflorescent with joy because he is beside his beloved girl, cousin dalliance, as she chooses, with forbearance, from a plethora of magical tools and talismans, one of which, the shield of dissuetude, she must use to dissemble an evil, ineffable destiny. The girl named Dalliance who experiences an epiphany and chooses correctly the shield of dissuetude, and so produces a boon for humanity, and then, as part of the panacea, asks a demure boy named Halcyon, his burlappy dreadlocks wafting an evocative petrichor and swinging like rope around his shoulders, what is the felicity of this harbinger earth, this redolent green seraglio moored in the stars, and of the moon which lilts the air with a susurrus evanescence, so soon to unravel, and with what stars has God imbued this night, and why? The demure boy with dreadlocks who trails the length of diaphanous petunias tucked into his underpants, at the end of which sits his pet fungal onion Susquehanna, in love with a tiny pony with a vestigial head hanging languorously from its neck, a head that is, in reality, the woebegone ghost of some erstwhile surrealist. And the woebegone ghost of this erstwhile surrealist, in a previous life, one ingredient in a bitter elixir, but in this one nothing more than a fugacious mote, the least scintilla of a long-lost palimpsest, but whose mote love is the emollient ripple in the ether that suspires a wish in the heart of all things, to bring the violet-eyed boy and girl, insouciant with incipient wings, to configure in miraculous imbrication by a chimney. Thank you.